Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Week 15 Injury Report. Key Cowboys banged up against Panthers. The Dallas Cowboys are headed to Charlotte to take on the Carolina Panthers in Week 15, but they will be short-handed, to say the least. Playing on short rest after their Monday Night Football matchup with the Cincinnati Bengals, the Cowboys are limping into this game. They are missing key starters and potentially without a star. They will be underdogs in this game, and if they lose and the Commanders win, they will be eliminated from playoff contention. Some may argue this is a must-win, though the season really ended weeks ago. It's still a game the players will be motivated to take. With that in mind, let's get into both the Cowboys and Panthers injury reports for this Week 15 bout in the Queen City. Questionable. Cornerback Trayvon Diggs, knee. Cornerback C.J. Goodwin, hamstring. Linebacker Buddy Johnson, illness. Linebacker Eric Kendricks, NIR personal, shoulder. Cornerback Jordan Lewis, hamstring. Linebacker Nick Vigil, foot. Once again, Cowboys star cornerback Trayvon Diggs is teetering on playing, as he's listed as questionable with that knee injury. The leader of the Dallas secondary can't afford to miss this one. The Panthers' passing attack isn't great, but it can elevate itself if the opposing secondary is weak, and that's what the Cowboys are without Diggs. Whether or not he plays is crucial to their chances in this game, but it isn't the only secondary problem on this report. Two other cornerbacks, starter Jordan Lewis and special teamer C.J. Goodwin, are on the questionable list as they both work through hamstring injuries. Especially in the case of Lewis, the Cowboys' defensive efforts would be hit hard by his absence. The linebacker core is also reeling, as Buddy Johnson, Eric Kendricks, and Nick Vigil are all questionable. While Johnson and Vigil play depth roles, Kendricks is one of Dallas's most important players on the defense, and with the devastating knee injury to DeMarvion Overshown, his presence becomes even more critical. Dallas will be without their starting center on the offensive line this Sunday. Rookie Cooper Beebe is out with a concussion, delivering a major blow in the trenches. Safety Wanya Thomas is the last guy on the Dallas injury report this week, as the young weapon is out with a knee injury. He was able to avoid a much bigger injury and should be back soon. Cowboys expected to cut ties with former $90 million star. It is no secret that Ezekiel Elliott's reunion tour with the Dallas Cowboys has not gone exactly as planned. Elliott has made a minimal impact on the Cowboys' offense as Rico Dowdle has a firm grip on the RB1 role. ESPN's Bill Barnwell believes Elliott's time in Dallas may be done for good at season's end. Elliott will be a free agent this offseason, and the analyst believes the franchise will move on from the three-time Pro Bowler as well as linebacker Eric Kendricks. Ezekiel Elliott has been a replacement-level back and has seen his yards per carry fall for the fourth consecutive season, Barnwell wrote in a December 12. Eric Kendricks excelled under Zimmer in Minnesota and was a great player for a long time, but he's not an NFL-caliber linebacker anymore. Teams exploit his lack of range on a weekly basis. The Cowboys have to upgrade those spots. So Elliott and Kendricks, the two veteran free agents they signed during their all-in spring, probably are going to move on. Zimmer's tenure with the team will also likely end after one season. The Cowboys face decisions on both Rico Dowdle and Ezekiel Elliott, who are both headed to NFL free agency. Elliott previously signed a 6-year, $90 million contract with Dallas during his first stint with the franchise. The deal was slated to go through the 2026 season before Dallas released the star in 2023. After one season with the New England Patriots, Elliott returned to Dallas on a 1-year, $2 million contract in 2024. It is not just Elliott who the Cowboys face a decision about, as Dowdle will also be a free agent. The running back has likely played his way into a raise from his current 1-year, $1.2 million deal. It will be worth watching to see if the Cowboys attempt to re-sign Dowdle or completely revamp the position group. Heading into Week 15, Dowdle has posted 152 carries for 731 rushing yards and a touchdown on the ground. Dowdle has also added 33 receptions for 205 yards and 3 TDs through the air. Cowboys sign tenacious former first round pick amid string of injuries. For the Cowboys, of all the holes that the 2024 53-man roster appeared to have, the one thing that could be said of the offensive line is that, at least, the team had taken steps to address the holes. There were plenty of other position groups to which almost no attention was paid, other than a shrug of the shoulders and, for example, Ezekiel Elliot signing. The Cowboys' identity has long been in its offensive line, with Pro Bowlers like Zach Martin, Tyron Smith and Tyler Biadasz anchoring the unit. But Smith and Biadasz bolted in free agency this offseason, the Cowboys making no effort to sign either. Instead, they drafted Tyler Guyton and Cooper Beebe to replace them, and kept Martin around. Now, though, things have gotten ugly. Guyton has battled injuries and has not appeared to be up to a starting job. Beebe has shown promise in year 1, but now has a concussion and is likely out for Week 15. Martin, too, is injured, had surgery and will be out for the year and may be done in the NFL at age 34. Cowboys bring in Braden Daniels. Sensing impending doom along the offensive front, the Cowboys made a move this week, signing Braden Daniels, a former 4th-round pick of the Commanders in 2023, who was with the Texans, Chargers and Eagles this year, too. He will begin on the team's practice squad. Daniels has yet to make his NFL debut, but that could come down the stretch of the season for the Cowboys, given the current state of the line. He has been a disappointment to this point of his NFL career, but he is only 24 and has upside. As NFL.com wrote in its pre-draft scouting report when Daniels was coming out of Utah. Active, athletic offensive lineman offering room for development at guard or tackle. Daniels is an impactful down blocker with the quickness to handle zone blocking duties. Firing out and sustaining drive blocks, however, will require much better patience and footwork to keep from whiffing or falling off blocks. Give your opinion in the comments and subscribe to the channel. See you later.